Wow! Welcome everybody. Yeah, so today we have the lovely Levia Polaris. Say hi to
Hello.
everybody.
Hello, everyone. Oh, and it looks like your green screen took out my eyes.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm using
Okay,
like chroma key. That's so weird. That would just like get rid of your eyes. Are your eyes like green?
Yeah, my eyes are green. It's okay,
Oh,
I'll just be like staring into people's souls for now.
that's so funny. Yeah, you just have this like abyss in your eyes. Very powerful. Hi everybody! Oh look, Jusagi is in the chat, and so is Noctua and Rosalind and Raccoon Sama. Oh, we have a bunch of friends. This is gonna be great.
Rosalind, Noctua, Raccoon. Hi, everyone.
Alright, awesome. So we actually have a decent amount of questions here, and we also have some questions that were submitted through Twitter. So, you want to jump right in, or do you have anything that you want to say first?
We can jump right in.
Okay, awesome. So Levia, please go ahead, introduce yourself. What's your username? What's your pronouns?
Okay, my name's Levia Polaris. My pronouns are she and her. I'm also Levia Polaris on Twitter, and I run Levia Shadow on YouTube. Like one of the weird ones that use YouTube instead of Twitch. Yeah, I usually most of my streams so far are like art streams, drawing streams, Minecraft, that kind of thing. I also try to make like some short form videos where like I build Gunpla or like review anime figures. Although I haven't done one of those in a while, I guess. And I want to do like a consultation corner kind of thing where I have people submit questions for me to do like give advice and stuff. Oh, is my mic stuff?
Oh no, I was fixing. It was an audio problem on my end. You can keep going.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like I'm trying to take questions for like doing like consultation corners or like advice columns and stuff like that. Although, like I want to do a full stream one day. Although for now I'm just doing like short video segments because I haven't been getting that many like submissions yet. But maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. That sounds like a really cool incentive. So what exactly are these consultations? What are they? Are they themed around anything, or are they just general advice?
Well, just general advice because like I've been kind of like been through a lot of stuff in my life, like a bunch of like mental illnesses and stuff, gender issues. So I usually end up like so because of all that, like people usually come to ask me for advice, and I usually like end up like apparently I give pretty good advice to my friends because like some people say like, oh, like I helped a lot with their issues, or like some people say like I made a lot of things become like more clear to them. So I figured like I kind of want to do that kind of thing for like my channel too.
Oh, that's so sweet. I really like that. That's also a pretty unique concept. I can't say I've ever heard of anybody that's doing like an advice column or an advice a consultation corner. That sounds like a really fun niche that you can get into. So if someone were interested in submitting advice, how would they do that for you?
Well, I have like the Marshmallow account. It's kind of like similar to like Curious Cat and stuff, but you for anonymous questions, and it's linked on my Twitter profile. So you can either like do that if you want to do it anonymously, or you can like send me a DM or something if you don't mind me seeing your name and stuff. And yeah, those are the two ways I take things right now.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. If anybody hearing and you have some questions that you would like to ask, you know, sort of anonymously, right? Or at least have answered anonymously, then you know, go ahead and give Levia a shout out. She seems like she has a wealth of experience to draw from. So, Levia Polaris, how did you come up with your name?
Okay, so when I was first making my VTuber, it was back in the beginning of the year, like at the beginning of the pandemic. I was like really into like Animal Crossing because we can't go anywhere and stuff. And one of the like in that game you had like little titles you can equip to your name, and I think the one I was using at the time was like Waterside Mermaid or something like that. And so for some reason then I just thought like, oh, that might be a cool character to base off, so I just went off the theme, and then I like stars and like space stuff, so like that's where I got Polaris from, and also like it also reminded me of this song for one of the opening anime songs for like Prisma Ilia. Like one of the lines like Polaris na yoni or something like that. So like the phrase like Polaris was stuck in my head, and then Levia is short for like Leviathan.
Ah, cool. Yeah, actually, you and our last guest gravitated towards Levia for Leviathan. That's really funny. I hadn't considered that until just now. 1 second. Phantom Detective, thanks for becoming a flare. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really funny that like we get two people in a row who just likes the sound of Leviathan, right?
There can only be one. We must fight for dominance.
Levia versus Ruko Battle Hour. Let's see what happens. The fight of the century. All right, awesome. No, that sounds really fun. So you played a lot of Animal Crossing when like New Horizons came out?
Yeah, like it was my first Animal Crossing game actually. So I was really like into that for like quite a few months. I think I logged like 200 hours in that game or something.
Oh wow, nice.
But then like at some point I just ended up like fading off, and like I haven't touched it in a while. I mean, I probably should though. It might be fun to like revisit the island and see like all the weeds overgrowing stuff.
Yeah, that game is really fun to kind of go back and play through, right? Like every now and then. I mean, there are the seasonal events. There's like all the kinds of things that they add, and yeah, it's fun times. But you seem to have enjoyed your playthrough of it.
Yeah.
So generally, like I was actually gonna ask this because of one of our interactions that we had in the past. That you mentioned that you really liked like Pokemon Crystal.
Oh.
Well, no. I wasn't gonna ask like anything about that, but I was just gonna mention like, oh, so you're like a big Nintendo fan? Would you say?
Oh, kind of. Like most of my life I didn't really have like TV consoles, so a lot of my games are like Nintendo stuff because they're like the portable ones that are like cheaper and easier to play. And so yeah, like I played a lot of games on like Game Boy stuff, and then Nintendo DS, 3DS, and now I have ever since I got Switch, like most of my console gaming has been on the Switch. Like, you know, like I just really love that hardware, like how you can just like pick it up and take it wherever you want, or just hook it up to the TV. And yeah, and not like I played a lot of Pokemon since I was a kid, and Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart is another Nintendo thing. That's about it though. Like I haven't really played I've never played a Zelda game, so people
Really?
are probably gonna kill me for that. Yeah.
Well, I mean that sounds like something that you can do on stream, right? You know,
Perhaps.
chat, what do you say? Should we make her play every single Legend of Zelda game
Oh my god.
in a row? Jusagi says yeah. Rosalind says yeah. Studio Daydream says yeah. I guess there you go.
In a single stream. Oh
In
my
a
god.
single stream, in one sitting. Oh my god. Yeah, you even have to do the ones that are like clones of each other, like back to back. Like, I'm talking like Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, all in one go. Yeah.
Yikes.
That'll be fun. But yeah, no, it's cool. I honestly think like there's something really cool to that because oh, and the CDI games. Ew. I actually do think it's kind of cool having some games that like you just haven't picked up, or franchises and stuff, because you know, like that means that you have potential new experiences, potential new favorites, right?
Yeah.
So what games do you tend to really enjoy? What are some of your favorites?
Well, I'm really big on like mobile games and like gacha games, like Fate Grand Order, and like Jusagi knows, since I'm like the first person to join her clan. Like I've been going to like Princess Connect a lot since it just launched, and so yeah, like mobile games are kind of my downfall, especially like the gacha ones, and I may or may not have thrown a lot of money into these things.
Oh my goodness.
And oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. Like I set up a server to like play with some friends and stuff. So like I'm an artist. I'm a builder. Like I said, like I build Gunpla and things like Legos, etc. So Minecraft is like a really appealing game for me. So I've been streaming that, and if anyone's interested, like I would actually love to have you guys on my server too. By the way, and what else have I been playing? Oh yeah, I've also been streaming a lot of Civilization 6.
Ooh, cool.
Being a warmonger, it was like what if you want oil, but Germany said no, so you just end up taking over an entire continent.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, no, that's really fun. So a lot of gacha games, and phone games and stuff. You mentioned, well, now this is the second time that you've mentioned an affinity for portable gaming. Is that something that you'd say is a mainstay in your life as like a gamer?
Probably, but yeah, because like when I lived with my parents, like up till before I moved to college, like I would usually not hang out in the living room where there's like the big TV. Like I would usually like stay in my room in front of the computer. So most of my games would be like portable stuff or like PC games. And then I moved to college, so I didn't like have really space for like a big console either. And so I just kind of never really had the habit of like sitting in front of the TV until recently. And also like I constantly need to like get up and move and like pace around the room and stuff, and sometimes I just want to like play games in bed, and sometimes I just want to like slouch over the couch with my legs up in the air and just like hold up a phone or like a Switch in front of my face instead of like having to sit up and look straight at a TV screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I can 100% vibe that. I remember because one of my personal favorite things is I just love like retro games, you know.
Oh.
So one of the things I did was I like homebrew hacked my 3DS so I could play like all consoles on it, just because I could not sit down in front of a TV. My ADHD was too bad. I just could not like sit down in front of a TV for too long. Yeah, no, I totally understand the appeal of wanting to like move around and play things. It's super fun. Not being like held down to one place.
Yeah, that's also why like I really love the Switch. I just think the Switch is like a great concept, and like I don't like something about the Switch just feels very good in my hands too. Well, it's kind of heavy when you're like playing it, like lifting it up for a long time, but I just really love how you can just like slide the controllers, the Joy-Cons in and out, and just like dock it, undock, dock, undock. So, yeah, I'm really happy Nintendo made that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very adaptable system to whatever your needs are for the moment, right? Oh, Chaos Diamond, thanks for becoming a flare. I also just noticed, because your wings are green too, that we can't see your wings, and that's such a shame. You have such pretty wings.
Oh yeah, my wings and like my ear fins.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
That's okay, it's okay.
The alternative is just the full green screen. So let me actually see that. Because I do want to show everybody the cool things going on in your model, right? So let me go ahead and remove this chroma key. Ah, there we go. Ah, and now okay, it's very green, but at least now we can see your cool wings and your ears and everything. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's one issue with having cool green stuff in your design is chroma key. Dastardly chroma key. Dragoon, thanks for becoming a flare. Yeah, you see, her design is so beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the
But yeah,
wings, I love the ears, I love the eyes. So much green.
like the first time I tried like putting my model into like OBS and then like chroma keying it, I was like, I should not have done this. But then like I couldn't really change it because it took me a really long time to like draw everything and then try to like live 2D rig everything myself too.
Oh,
So it's like
you live 2D'd it, your
Yeah.
model by yourself?
yeah, that's why it's kind of jank. Like if I look like I'm like a lot of times like I look like I'm kind of like frowning or like looking disappointed or etc. Like I'm not actually feeling like angry or anything like that. It's just something about my model just makes me look like that. Or maybe it's face rig's fault. Maybe it's because I'm Asian. I don't know. Like like a lot of like face tracking like people have said like when you have like Asian eyes, like face tracking software doesn't work properly sometimes. So that might be part of it or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, no, I honestly kind of, I don't know about everyone in chat, but I think it's kind of cute that you look like you're frowning often. You pouty VTuber. Yeah, no, your design's super gorgeous, and it's really cool that you did it on your own. So you do art streams as well. Have you been drawing for long?
Yes and no. Like I actually got into art like really late. Like I think it was when I was like in college, like when I was 20. So it's really hard to start art like later in life compared to like when you start off as a kid. And also like I have really bad like depression, anxiety, and a whole bunch of things. So for a long time I would like draw a little bit and then I would stop drawing for like months or years at a time and then like draw a bit again and then stop for a long time. So even though it's been like how long has it been? 8 years, I guess. Like technically it's been 8 years since I started, but because of like how I'm unable to like keep drawing constantly, I have very little experience compared to from like what 8 years sounds like. I actually have like I'm doing like way worse than someone who like normally drawing for 8 years would do.
I don't think so. I mean, like, I'm looking at your model right here, and I've seen your art that you've posted on the server and everything. I think you're very talented.
Thank you.
Let me see. Do you have any art? Like, you can send it to me in Discord, and I'll put it up on screen. But if you have any art that you'd like to show us, you can send that my way while we're talking, and I'll just put it up on screen whenever.
Okay. Well, since Chusaki is here. Oh wait, where's my Chusaki picture? There we go. Since Chusaki's in the chat.
Shout out to Jusagi, one of the coolest people in the scene. Love them. Oh, I remember this drawing. Yeah, this is a great one. Let me save it real quick. Alright, everybody, this is a super fun one. Oh, so because the design is all mecha-ish, and you mentioned Gunpla, are you a big like mech fan?
Yes, I've been like a huge Gundam fan since I was a kid. Like when I was a little kid, well, my father's like a model builder. Though he usually builds like cars and like fighter jets and stuff like that. But like he would sometimes like take me to department stores and show me like all the Gundam toys, model kits on display. So I started building them since I was like a really young kid, and also when I was really small, like they had like Gundam Wing was airing on TV in Thailand. It might have been like a little bit after. I can't remember if like Thai anime is like at the same time as like it's airing in Japan or it came afterwards. I'm not sure. So can't remember the time frame. But yeah, so I watched Gundam Wing a lot, and then so I've been like a Gundam fan like pretty much my entire life. I've built lots of Gunpla, and I watched like almost all of the Gundam anime at this point. I think.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Victory Gundam is probably the only one I haven't watched.
You're better off. Victory Gundam kind of blows.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I kind of feel like maybe I should watch it just so I can complete it. Oh wait, I dropped the Conquista, so. Oh yeah, so I watched like a little bit of Gino Reconquista because people were like, oh, like Tomino's finally coming back, and I watched it and I was just like, nope,
Yeah, like people thinking that G Rico was gonna like revolutionize things, like after 3 episodes of it not making any sense, was just really funny to me because like by the time it finished, everyone was like, okay, yeah, the show made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. And then
It looks pretty though.
yeah, but then he was. Every time I think of Jingle and Reconquista, I just think of that meme where it's like that one guy with like the gray hair, and he was like, "I'm a genius," and then like 2 seconds later, "Oh no!"
Yeah. Oh no, but it's sick that you're a big Gundam fan, because I absolutely love I absolutely love Gundam. What was it on? I don't want to talk too much on this because I mean this is your spotlight, but a few years ago I used to be like a moderator for our anime, and I held like a year-long watch of every single Gundam episode, like 1 episode a day.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a project. And I used that opportunity to rewatch a lot of the series, and Gundam has some really highs and some real high highs and some real low lows.
Yeah. Like
so,
I mentioned, like King Wing when I was a kid, and then like when I grew up, I watched Wing again, and I was just like, what the hell am I watching?
Wing is so funny. Wing is really funny. Like the melodrama is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wing is definitely one of those that doesn't like age too well, but you know, it's still a fun show for what it's worth. What are some of your favorite Gundam series, and what are some of your least favorite?
Well, my absolute favorite is Gundam Unicorn. Like I haven't watched the TV version because I watched like the OVA movie versions.
Mm-hmm.
And Gundam Unicorn is actually one of my favorite pieces of media like ever.
Oh,
so,
nice.
So yeah, like that one ranks pretty high for me. And other than that, like I'm a big fan of Gundam 00, and I know a lot of fans like to diss on 00. Well, actually, Gundam fans like to diss on every single Gundam thing. Like,
yeah,
that's just a thing. But yeah, like I actually rewatched it recently, and I feel like people don't give Gundam 00 enough credit because it's actually like I mean, there's definitely a lot of things wrong with it, but I think it has a lot of heart. I think it has like a theme that it's going for, and I feel like a lot of the criticisms against it are more from like people who just want to see like you like blow everything up instead of like trying to resolve things.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. And
yeah, I mean Gundam 00, I totally agree. I think it gets a lot of flack. Though I will say that I didn't like the second season too much. But I love the boys. I think they're super cool. So Gundam 00 is one of your favorites. That's really fun. That's not a very popular opinion, but it's a cool one. We stan it.
Yeah. And also, well, and also, actually, how would I rank it? I'm not sure how I would rank this because like since there's just so much Gundam stuff and each one is so long, like it's been like years since I watched some of them, so it's like not fresh in my memory. But Zeta Gundam is another one of my favorites actually.
Zeta's awesome. I love Zeta.
Oh, and I don't know if you want to put this on stream or not, but this is like my work in progress Gunpla work, my current project right now.
Okay, absolutely. Oh, that's the RX-78, right?
Yeah. So this model is actually the entry grade model that costs like $7. Like literally, it's like 700 JPY. So it's built. They designed it in a way that like you don't need any tools, you don't need anything at all. You can just push the parts off with your hands, and it's for like super, so that like little kids just starting out can like get into the hobby and stuff like that. So it's very basic, and I built it on stream one time to show people how easy it was, and like even though I was like intentionally taking it slow, it only took like half an hour to put together.
Oh wow, really?
So, yeah. So I got into my head.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I tried posting it in the thing, but it's absolutely giant, and also it's sideways for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
All right, everybody, look at this beautiful sideways entry grade Gundam.
But yeah, so it's like super basic, no like barely have any details and stuff. So I got it in my mind. You know what? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna try to like detail it up. So like did like panel linings, I like scribed new lines, I did some custom stuff, did some painting. So that's my current project right now.
Nice, I definitely see that. Like, if you told, like, you telling me that this was an entry grade Gundam is like really surprising to me because I love the amount of detail on it, the panel lining and everything like that. Super cool. So do you happen to have like any pictures of like do you have like a gunpla shelf or anything like that?
I haven't taken pictures of that in a while, and also like a whole bunch of my gunpla, like I put them back into boxes to like dismantle so I can like salvage the parts to make my own like custom stuff. Like before the entry grade came along, I was making my own like custom thing where I like made some of my own parts and used some parts from like other existing kits I had. So to do that, I dismantled and took down a bunch of my like this gunpla on display.
Oh my goodness, I could never do that. Like I would get so afraid of like breaking the model or something.
Yeah,
that's
I actually
cool,
get like really afraid too, and it's also like oh no, like I like this design a lot myself, but I also want to use this part for like my custom thing. It's like oh no, what do I do?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, hey, I mean, if you're making your own customs, that's incredible, right? That's super cool. If you have any cool customs that you've built, drop it in the DMs and I'll post it up as well. So what would you say do you have any like favorite Gundam models? Like any favorite like machines from any Gundam series?
I like the Banshee from Unicorn.
Ooh, the Banshee's cool.
Yeah.
Very
like
metal.
Actually, like almost all the like designs in Unicorn, like even the like non like Gundam suits, like the Delta, like I think the Delta Plus is a really cool thing, and also like the Jagan Echoes types and the Jesta, and stuff like the Snandu.
One of my favorites, two of my favorites actually come from Unicorn. I think the Rosen Zulu and I can't.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, how to pronounce it, but the Castraya.
Oh, Kashatria.
Kasatria.
I also love that
yeah.
one.
Gorgeous machine. Yeah, it's super cool that you're so into Gundam. That's I always say if someone's into Gundam, they're a good person, except for my sister's boyfriend who's into Gundam, and I don't like him at all.
This one isn't complete, but it's the custom one that I was like building before I messed with the entry grade. So, like I'm still like trying to like mix and match different parts, and so it's very much a work in progress. But so far I've been like mostly using parts from the Gundam Harute from the Double O movie and the Shining Break Gundam from one of the Field Fighter spin-offs.
Cool beans. Yeah, this one has an excellent color scheme and everything.
That's just a color scheme from like the default parts. Like I'm probably gonna like revamp the entire, like repaint the whole thing, like after I get the final final body shape down.
Wow, it's sideways too for some reason. I don't know why OBS is doing this, but here we go. Whee! Doesn't this look sick? I love like all the like little parts that come out of it and stuff, like the knee blades and everything. Yeah, this looks awesome. This looks like something out of like with all these extra parts and everything, it looks like something out of like Hathaway's Flash. You know how that series has like the big bulky Gundams?
Oh, the Penelope?
Yeah. Yeah, I can sort of see that, or like a Gundam Seed one where they have like the big parts for like when they transform.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I really want to get the Penelope HD kit at some point, since like it's huge.
Yeah,
like,
it's giant.
Like even though the high grade kit that's like 1x144 scale is almost the same size as one of the like perfect grade kits that's like 160 scale.
Yeah. It's so huge. Yeah, I love those big model kits. Like, I know someone on Twitter that has like the Neo Zeong, I think is what it's called.
I want that so much.
Yeah, it's such a cool design. It's so huge. It's super fun. Yeah, I would kill for that one. Yeah, the Penelope and the Neo Zeong, like, there are some cool things. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna refresh your stream for a sec so that we can get the quality, because it like kind of dipped in quality for a second. There we go. Yeah, no, the Neo Zeong is awesome, and
That actually reminds me of another of my favorite suits, the RX-78 GP03 Dendrobium Orcus.
That's a good one.
So okay, so for the viewers who don't watch Gundam or like haven't watched like some of the OVAs and stuff, the Dendrobium Orcus is basically this Gundam that's strapped onto this huge giant like weapons platform where it's just a bunch of like cannons and missiles and everything just like loaded on top of it, and it's like I just love that thing.
Yeah, it's from
Stardust Memories.
Yeah, 0083, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stardust Memories is really funny. Like I like that one a lot. I love like the butt rock ending theme and stuff like that. It's such a good time. Nina and all of those memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that kit is incredible. I would love to have one of those like big Gunpla. I did have, was it like an ex-boyfriend bought me like a perfect grade Moonlight Butterfly Turn A, but then we broke up before he was able to give it to me, so I never got it. Yeah, and that's one of my biggest regrets in life. Like I could have just like dated him for like one more month and gotten like one of the coolest models ever.
Man, I still have never touched a perfect grade in my life yet. I really want a perfect grade, but like they're just so expensive.
Yeah, they really are. But they're so beautiful. They have so much detail and they're so big.
And like the new like perfect grade Unleashed.
There's like a new one, like a new grade.
Oh, it's like the newest like perfect grade is they call it like the PGU, the perfect grade Unleashed, where they do the RX-78 2 Gundam again. But like all the hatches and flaps and everything open up, and like there's a whole bunch of details, and it's just really amazing.
Wow,
and
that's
I
awesome.
really want one.
Oh, I definitely need to look into that. I haven't built a model in a few years, and one of those sounds like a task, right?
Yeah.
But that's super sick. So do you like any other like mech stuff outside of Gundam?
Oh, yep. Well, I feel like mecha, like all sorts of mecha. Like if there's a mecha show, I haven't watched like some of the really like big classics because they're not usually on like Crunchyroll, etc. But like if there's something that I can like access and it's mecha, then I probably did watch it. Like I like a lot of like Macross stuff and like Knights of Sidonia. Oh yeah, Knights of Sidonia is like also one of my favorite like manga too. So like I read the manga and I watched the anime and I really love that. I really want to get a kid of that one day too. And
yeah, Knights of Sidonia. That's I think Tsutomu Nihei is the writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Really fun series. For anyone in chat, that series also has a really interesting like non-binary representation.
Yeah, it goes into a lot of like really interesting sci-fi concepts, like both in terms of like you know, like usual like world building, alien stuff like that, but also on the more like philosophical sci-fi levels and like the ethicalities of different things and the nature of consciousness, and it just packs a lot of things that I just really like.
Also, just has some really cool like biomecha stuff.
Yeah.
As it goes on, and that's one of my favorite aesthetics ever.
Yeah. Oh god, what are the next stuff? Oh yeah, okay, Mufflove. I played like the Mufflove VNs and like watched like the Total Eclipse anime. Like I actually backed the Mufflove alternative Kickstarter. So
I remember when that was going around.
Yeah. So I think we put in like $200 or something to get like the Sumika Dakimakura. Sumika, best girl, by the way. Don't at me.
Nice.
And oh god, I'm really blanking out right now, but yeah, like oh yeah, Super Robot Wars. Like I haven't really played the games, but I really like the Super Robot Wars OG, the Inspector anime. That was like the pure hot bloodedness, and was in Kaiser SKL. Yeah, just pretty much all the mech stuff. Like I just watched all the mech stuff.
Ooh, that just reminded me of oh, this is gonna be a big question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Real robot or super robot?
Real robot.
Real robot. Wow, that you answered that with determination.
I mean, I like super robots too, but but overall aesthetically, I prefer like real robot-ish types, the ones that look like that kind of have like a military hardware kind of like aesthetic going on.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. Like stuff like was it like Armored Trooper Votoms, Gasaraki, anime like that. Like I love like the designs that are like more boxy and militaristic, and they seem like they're there to do what they need to do, you know?
Yeah.
Do you like because you say like militaristic stuff, like do you like more like, since you mentioned you like space stuff, what about more spacey alienish looking mecha? What do you think about those?
I like them too. I like pretty much like all mecha pretty much, but like I would tend towards the more like practical looking like Gundam type designs more.
Cool.
So like I mentioned before, like the Jesta and Jagan, like those those types of like they look like almost have like a modern military influence going to them, or like the Mufflove like tactical surface fighters that have like in that universe, like they pretty much don't have like fighter aircraft, so like the F-15s, like instead of being a jet, like it's an F-15 mech, and like the designs are actually based on like real world designs. So I like that kind of aesthetic a lot too.
Yeah, that kind of aesthetic's super cool.
Oh, and actually the Guardians and Knights of Sidonia, they actually I like those aesthetics a lot too, where it's like very sleek and like almost like a spaceship and like sharp and boxy kind of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love to know that one of my buddies is a big mech fan, because I love me some mechs. Super cool. We need to definitely talk more mecha when we chat.
Definitely.
So what was it? So we've already gone through you know, like what sort of content you like to stream, like what kind of games you like and stuff like that. Question. Because I don't remember off the top of my head, but have you debuted?
Oh, I never had a debut because like I actually started like May of last year.
Wow.
And at the time, like I didn't really like go. I didn't really like meet the most of the English VTuber community, and then I wasn't even sure if there was a community back then. So I thought like there's no point debuting because like there's no way to get my name out, so like there won't be anyone there anyway. So I just made like a few minute like intro video, and then to introduce my shadow, and then just started streaming and making videos after that. So
Nice.
I've never had a debut in the like traditional sense, but at the same time, like I've been doing this long enough that like it feels like it would be pointless to make a new debut now, since like I'm not new anymore. Like I've been here for a while.
Yeah, but that's still I always find it kind of inspiring in a way, the you know, VTubers like yourself that sort of transition seamlessly into the VTubing business without the big fanfare of like a debut and stuff. I think there's something really cool and almost like workmanlike about that. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So what you stream on YouTube, right?
Yes.
What do you tend to have like a schedule on YouTube?
I try to, although like it's really hard for me to stick to a schedule right now, like because like my sleep cycle is just like all over the place, and also like there's a lot of days where like my for my depression or whatever, like it's just like hampers me too much, and so like it's hard to predict like when exactly I'll be awake and when exactly like my mental health will be okay. So far I've only managed like I mostly do like impromptu streams, or I schedule some things out like a few days ahead of time. But I've been trying to like transition from that towards a more like weekly schedule type thing. So like hopefully if I get my life under control, like I'll be able to like have a set weekly schedule as a standard. But for now, it's a few days notice kind of thing.
Okay, cool. So anybody that would follow you like on Twitter would be able to keep track of your streams then.
Yeah, although like every now and then like I manage like schedule like actually like post and schedule something like a few days ahead, like when I like work things out.
Nice. So I guess this is a question that I've been sort of thinking about because of just the nature of the EN indie VTubing scene. What made you choose YouTube as your streaming platform?
Oh, because like since I didn't know about like the rest of the scene or the community, like back then like I only had exposure to like the big VTubers and they were all on YouTube, so I didn't even think about Twitch at the time. So that's one thing, and also like Twitch has this kind of reputation about like being like full of like gamers and toxic stuff, and so I was kind of like hesitant to come on Twitch out of like being a trans VTuber. Like I feel like I could get a lot of flack, and actually I did get flack for it even on YouTube, but I kind of felt like Twitch might be more dangerous. Or that was the impression I had at that time, anyways. Like, but then like now like you see like everyone's on Twitch now, and I'm like, oh, maybe I did a bad decision.
Well, I don't think it's a bad decision. I mean, it's just, you know, figuring out where you're gonna stream and everything like that. Like creating a community. You have to do it however you find it, right? You have to like fall into it almost, right? Oh, Calamitous Candy, thanks for becoming a flare. Yeah, I think everybody has their own path, their own like journey and everything, and it's cool that you've been in the scene long enough to see it like evolve into a different place, you know? But you brought up something interesting, and I have this question for all of my guests. But I wanted to know, has being LGBT plus had any like meaningful effects on your experience as a VTuber?
Well, once I was streaming and got harassed by this guy who kept like logging in with like different names when I tried to ban him.
Oh no.
So there's that. Otherwise, well, I mean, that's probably the similar effect to like other like LGBT people and like especially other like trans people where like since where like we see VTubing like gives us an outlet to like be someone that we can't be like IRL because like some like yeah like not a fan of my body IRL. So if I can like break character like, well, I mean, it's a special stream, a special occasion. I'm gonna break character, but yeah, like I know like a lot of trans people can probably relate, but I really hate my body and stuff. Also my voice, so like being able to like use a different anime girl avatars like feels very special to me. So like I feel like that's why like VTubing has a big appeal to me, and probably also why like there's so many other like trans people in the community too. And also like this goes back into the whole like consultation stream stuff, and like I helped out a few friends with like questioning gender issues sometimes, and also like I think a lot about how like growing up I didn't really have any support network, so like I didn't really have any like media or like people I can look up to, so it's a big part of my like what I wouldn't say mission. I feel like saying mission makes it sound too pretentious, but it's a big thing for me to be able to like give people that space, or be able to like, give advice to other people who are just like a young trans girl or like someone who's just newly questioning. Like I want to be there. I want to be present. I want to be visible for them to like just to see as an example, or to like come to me for advice and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's I I think that's beautiful. I think if that's your, I mean, we can continue to call it a mission, right? If that's your mission, if that's what you feel like you want to do with your streams, then that is very noble. I think that that's something that we can all learn from and appreciate about what you're doing, and why it's so important to have people like yourself, um, and not just people like yourself, why it's important to have you specifically in this community, right? Because I think that what you're doing, I think being visible, keeping at it, you know, building a niche, building a way to communicate with people and everything that may be going through similar stuff and everything. I think that's absolutely beautiful. I think you have a very noble goal, and
Thank you.
I 100% support you. And this is why I love, like, if I can break character for a second, this is why I love doing the LGBT Q&A, because you know, what you just said really moved me. And I think giving creators like yourself this space to talk is so important and cool, right? So I think what you're doing is great. I think what you're doing is awesome, and it's really cool that you have that goal. Hopefully, you know, you can continue to do what you're doing and reach the audience that you want to reach. Make you know, the consultations and everything like that. I hope you find the audience that you're looking for, because I think what you're doing is very special.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you know, and Calamitous Candy is mentioning it in chat, but what you said about having the opportunity to basically choose your body with being a VTuber is such an interesting thing for the trans community, and I think it's something that not a lot of people talk about.
Yeah.
But I think it's very cool, and that you know, you're communicating this thing that everybody is kind of thinking about but nobody wants to talk about. Is VTubing as a trans person really is just a way to, like, project yourself purely into your media, rather than you know, deal with something as cumbersome as the human body, which we have no say over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love what you said. That was very beautiful. That really touched me. So I was gonna ask. Well, my next question was going to be, what are your goals as a VTuber? Would you say, like, your goals or ambitions? You partially answered it, but I'll give you the space in case you wanted to talk about it further.
Oh. I mean, there's that. Like, I'll be honest, I kind of want to get monetized because, like IRL, like, I'm pretty much a NEET. So this goes back into the whole, like, mental health thing too. But like because I'm a NEET, like, and like not making any money, like, I feel a lot of pressure on me to, like, make money. So like, it's like one of my goals is to be able to, like, make some money out of VTubing or out of, like, any other creative thing I do, like writing, art, or just anything. Like, it's like, I just want to be able to, like feel like I'm like contributing to the household somehow. So that's one of my goals. And also because, like, I don't know, like, capitalism really poisons my brain, so it makes me think, like, oh, like, if you're worthless if you don't make any money. So, like, that's so that's one of my goals. And I want to be able to, like, have more collabs and stuff with people, because, like, I really like having a community and, like, being able to, like, have fun with everyone else and stuff like that. And I want to do song covers. Like, I'm pretty bad at singing, but, like, I just really like seeing other people do song covers, so I kind of want to like do that one day. So, however, although like it seems like it will take up some investment and stuff.
Yeah, song covers do seem like a little bit of an investment, but I mean they're super fun. So if you want to get into that, go right ahead. You know, like we'll all support you. I'd love to hear what you sing.
Like I've been doing some like karaoke experience, but for like a proper cover, like and figure out how to deal with like copyright stuff or like
true.
Like backing music and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a long path ahead, I guess.
Yeah, but I see that you're making steps and you're making strides into what you're doing. Now since you were talking about monetization and stuff, have you considered like getting into like live 2D modeling and stuff? Because I really like your model, and I know some people were talking about really liking your design and stuff. Do you do commissions for live 2D or arts?
I do art commissions for like illustrations, although I'm not sure about doing live 2D models because I feel like I'm not at the level where I can like make like a good model for someone yet. Although I mean, well, I guess if there's demand for it, like I could probably do it. Although like I've definitely like not at the level that I see like a lot of other like live 2D artists and like the quality that they can push out. So yeah, it's kind of not sure if I should do it or not, to be honest right now.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, you have to do what you feel comfy with, right? But yeah, if you do art commissions, everybody definitely check her out. She's she drew the amazing you did the kimono art, right, that we used for the thumbnail?
Oh yeah, like all of my art like from my character, my streams, my thumbnails, like everything, like I did all of them myself. So
yeah, it looks incredible. I think anybody that's looking for a commission, you know, skip the scab, support local, right?
Also, I feel like I'm probably filling a niche. Like I don't know if there's demand for this niche or not, but like I feel like I have the niche of drawing VTuber girls in mecha equipment.
Yeah, that's a cool niche, right? Yeah, for sure. Definitely something cool to consider. Alright, so since we're reaching towards the end, also hi Horatius. Since we're reaching the end, I have some questions from Twitter, if you don't mind. First of all, Junior VTuber says your design and outfit are too cute, and then they posted a GIF that says, "This is it, I'm gonna die." They really like your design.
Thank you.
So oh, I think they're in the chat right now. Hi, how are you?
Hello. Thanks for the compliment.
Don't put you on blast like this. If you say a nice thing, I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm dying. Thank you forever. All right. Next we have from Bellamy Aberdeen. We have do you have a favorite book or work of art that you're particularly fond of? Maybe something that had like a big influence on you.
Man, where do I even start? Like, okay, so like I mentioned like being a writer, but like yeah, like I really really love books or just stories of all type, and partially because like when real life sucks, like that's kind of what like crawl into like a different world and just escape. So I've been like binging on like so many books recently. Although well, VTuber has been keeping me kind of busy, so my backlog's piling up. But yeah, like, over the last year, like I've just been reading nonstop, and I'm really into like light novels right now.
Cool.
And people are probably gonna call me like a basic bitch, but I really like isekai stories.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite isekai?
Okay, so like I like whenever people ask about like what like book recommendations, I like to recommend like my 3 top favorite light novel series. And oh my god, they're always isekai. But yeah, my top 3 favorite light novel series. Like first one, how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. It's a governing fantasy that I really like, and the author actually has like a good and nuanced understanding of like politics and history. But like a lot of times, like when people write about like realist politics, like they think it means like, oh, you just do like cruel things, like, but like no, that's not what it is. But and like this author actually does a good job of like going to the nuance of everything, and like how, and like ruling a country, and also and like has like really great world building and characters a lot.
Cool.
And then number 2, Ascendance of a Bookworm. This one got a lot more famous in the Western sphere because of the anime. Like, you got 2 seasons of anime that were really great, and it's just really heartwarming and fun, and like the main character like absolutely loves books like me, and she's just trying to like get like she's in this world without books, so she's just trying to get everyone in on bookmaking, and like everyone just like just gets caught up in her pace, and it's hilarious. And the third one on the list is Cooking with Wild Game. This is not a famous one because like I don't think I've ever seen anyone else talk about it, even though I love it so much. But it's another isekai where this guy gets sent to this other world in this community where, and it's more where like, well, I mean, as the title says, like he's like cooking and like trying to change their give them a sense of taste and try and stuff. But the main point of the story is more about like coming into a new culture, and seeing your differences between them, trying to like reconcile differences, trying to connect people across different cultures, because like that's between him and like they call it like the people of the forest, because like there's this group of people who like live near the mountains and as like hunters. But so like, there's him, there's those people, and then like within the people of the forest, there's also like a bunch of different like families and clans and stuff, and like he has like reconcile them and help reconcile, and see know like when his place to say something, when it's not his place, and when he should like follow like the way that like the local cultures. And then there's also the castle town, which is separate from that, and there's like a lot like historical tension between the people of the forest and the castle town, and like through him like opening up a food stall in the castle town, like he's bringing the two cultures closer together, and there's a lot of friction, there's a lot of like injustice, there's a lot of things about different treatments and stuff, and all these people who have their own biases from like different, like there's even people from like other countries too who are like prejudiced against like people from like other countries, and like all of these different cultures just come and kind of mix together, and like there's a lot of things grinding against them, but they also like start to harmonize, and people like coming together and stuff. And that's why I really love that series, and it's just really heartful and emotional, and I just really feel for the characters. So yeah, those are my top 3 light novel series, if anyone's interested.
That's awesome. I really love the passionate answer. You definitely have the bookworm gene, right? You definitely sound passionate about what you read, and that's fantastic. I have I love feeling that way about a good book or a good movie or TV show or something like that. Okay, very quickly, Kaitan, thanks for the raid. That's awesome. And Lily Chuckles, thanks for this for subscribing. Wow, you guys are amazing. Oh, King Henry on the screen. There we go. First and probably only King Henry of the night. I was waiting for him to make his appearance. All right. Let's get that King Henry. All right. So, Peculiar Little Rabbit, our friend Bia, asked the question, how did you come up with your character? I think we briefly went over that.
Yeah, like from the Animal Crossing waterside mermaid thing, and then I just kind of like refine things, and I took a lot of the elements, like design elements that I like to go for. I really like demi-human designs. I wish like in real life we could like people can be more dynamic and stuff, and so I just like based off of that, and then let's see, oh yeah, like the what do you call it? Like the sleeves where it's like not actually connected to the top, but it's like connected from like the upper arm downwards, and it's one element I like. And I also really like outfits where like it's split between like the top part and then like the midriff and
Yeah.
and then like the bottom part, like not because of like the whole like sexy aspect. I mean, I do find it sexy sometimes, but also but also it's more like I like the contrast between like there being something and then nothing, and then there being something. So I like
Yeah.
I like outfits and character designs that have like variance in their like in stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's very segmented, very avoids a lot of clutter, right? Kaitan
Yeah.
saying that disconnected sleeves are cute. Agree.
Thanks. And then for the pendant thing, like I made out like this kind of little like stars, like it kind of looks like a shooting star going upwards, like to go with the whole like Polaris theme, and also how like the guiding star kind of thing.
That's
And-
cute. I really like that. Oh, Kaitan, sorry.
No,
So
it's both 2 sleeves.
yeah, this actually goes into our next question. Raven Rayatai, our good friend Raven asks, what kind of fashion style do you like?
Oh man. Okay, so a lot of my things, like I really like really cute things, and I also like really cool things. So and like sometimes like when they come together, then like it's really nice, but it's so hard to like bring them together, especially as like when like trying to design things. But yeah, like so I like fluffy magical girl stuff, like pink, the ribbons, the frills, the big fluffy skirts and all that. But also like really cool designs where like a lot of my characters' drawings, like they have like long coats that like flow behind, almost like a cape sort of. So I like going for that kind of like cool, actiony, like badass kind of thing. So yeah, my tastes are kind of like all over the place, but mostly like cool and cute. Those are like my favorite things.
Awesome. Yeah, I totally agree. Cool and cute. We gotta assemble people to make it work together. We need cool, cute. We need to make that a thing. But yeah, this we're just about done. Because I like to keep folks for about an hour. But yeah, no, this was awesome. What do you think? What are your post interview feelings?
Yeah, like I had a lot of fun, and like I really like the questions that you gave me, and I like being able to like talk at length about like different things I like or different thoughts I have to people. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot, and like I'm really thankful that you had me on here.
Of course, I'm really thankful that you volunteered to come for this like little midweek one. I was very excited when you wrote the message because you seem like a cool person and I wanted to talk to you more.
Thank you.
So this was a nice opportunity to do so. Yeah, this was awesome. I'm super glad that you came on that you came aboard. So we're just going to go ahead and do you have any like final words? Anything that you want to say?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually have a stream scheduled for later, like an hour from now at 8 p.m. Eastern. So on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna be doing an inauguration day special where I play Mecha Wolf Chaos, or wait, not Mecha Wolf Chaos, Metal Wolf Chaos.
Oh, I love Metal Wolf Chaos. It's so
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. So I never played it. I never played it, so it'll be my first time. But yeah, like for people who don't know, it's about like the United States president like riding a mech to fight down against an insurrection, and I was like, that seems perfect for inauguration day. I'm gonna do that.
Oh my god, it's so perfectly themed.
So yeah,
Oh
8 p.m. Eastern, an hour from now, Levia channel on YouTube.
All right, post the link in chat if you can, so that we can all load it up. It's unfortunate that we can't raid from here to YouTube, but
Yeah, that's one of
everyone.
the things I miss about that I regret about like being on YouTube, like no raids and no like chat points and stuff.
Yeah. So everybody, make sure to tune in to Levia in about an hour. For now, we're gonna raid one of my friends that's streaming right now, and you know, again, this was incredible. Thank you so much for coming aboard, Levia. This is awesome. I'm glad you
Thank you for having
enjoyed
me.
yourself.
And thank you to everyone who's watching too.
Yeah, give Levia support. Subscribe on YouTube. Give their videos some likes. Let's get this hype train going.